So now it's working. OBS, man. You annoy me, OBS. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Full bright madness. It's the year now. It's the time of the year where there's almost no sunshine, so that's what we get. Hey, Atsuki, how's it going? Tired. Stretch. So today we are gonna model doddle. Question is, what are we gonna model? Any suggestions? I'm all up for it. Your wish is my command. Any Rada, good morning. How's it going? How's it going? Bruno Romanos. So today I will yet again try to model something based on your topic in half an hour. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. It'll be a good challenge. I want to know what we can create in 30 minutes. So if you don't mind, please give me a suggestion on the topic. And let's do this. Let's do it. Yeah, for those who didn't see, let's make sure this is saved. I spent some time on a lunch on modeling more on the warm-up. One warm-up model, Demon Queen. So I spent some more time modeling it. It was good fun. I spent a lunch on it. Yeah, so that's okay. So we got Barknose the Wizard, Horned Duelist, Dark Crystal character. I mean, we did one kinda that bird thing already, but we can do one more. Warrior Old Dwarf, Mothman. Hey, French, it's me, 3D Bjorn. All right, so we got enough topics, I believe. So let's do this dice throw. Four being 1, 2, 3. Warrior Old Dwarf. Oh, Jesus. Oh, bejesus. Warrior, Old Dwarf Warrior. Wow. All right. Narrator, no problems. No problems whatsoever. I am scared of modeling a dwarf. I'm not gonna lie. I am very scared. How on earth am I gonna model a beard? Okay. Okay. I guess hey Kevin 3D. Just model. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I guess let's go. I can paint it later. True. I mean that's the idea, right? Okay. So we need beard. Come on. Massive beard. And in my mind, I saw him like an extremely not intelligent man. So like a really low brow, big old ears. A way bigger beard, by the way. And what are they called? Braids, obviously. Kevin 3D already looks like a dwarf, almost, except these kind of dog ears here. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. And it's all done with mouse, by the way. Zero Wacom interaction so far. Okay, and he's gotta have the classic like dwarf thing in the back. Hey Dame Deviant, thank you very much for the support. Oh Jesus, number 13. Lucky you. Alright. Yeah, okay. A bit too much. Alright. We can start going next phase, which is all the juicy details. And I noticed something when you're sculpting, you can get easily fooled by the volumes you create. So I'm going to try to be very aware of how I can be fooled by the volume. So you're going to see me doing a lot of like trying to see in the silhouette if I've done enough damage, so to speak, to the volume. Right now you can see, oh, look at the bulge, but when you're looking at the side, it's like maybe not that much bulge. So that's what I'm going to try to be very aware of. Like there's some sort of shader tomfoolery. Like that, you see, you would assume there was a big volume on that eyelid, but it's actually not. Same here. Clifford sculpted time. Yeah, indeed. Blobfish dwarf? Oh, Frenchy. Always with the kind words. Making hair is gonna be I can fully honestly say I've never sculpted hair before. It's gonna be yeah, I'm a bit unsure of how that will go or how to even approach it. It scares me, if I'm honest. like these braids. Yeah. I am extremely scared of trying to make this work. It's a good challenge, Bruno Romanos. Thank you very much. I don't think I would have jumped into doing this if you wouldn't have prompted me. I would have been like, if I would start just sculpting something, I would definitely not have gone with a dwarf, like one of the first things to model. Yeah, I'm way too scared of doing that, but here I am, jumping in feet first. Frenchie, if it's easy, I have to say, what's easy with it is that, much like if you've ever played around with Mudbox, you should consider Blender sculpting like a light version of ZBrush. You can do a lot of things in Blender here, right? But it's far from the like precision beast that is ZBrush. So with that being said, because it's a lot easier or simplified, it's a lot easier to understand. So like, it took me an hour or an evening, depending on how you see it, to try to learn the basics of sculpting. Like, this brush does this, that brush does this. You know, there's a great tutorial on it on Discord. It was posted in useful links, I think, and there it goes like, this is the basics of Blender sculpting, and it's literally what I started doing this stream is more or less all you need to do. Certain small technical things is needed to know. Look, you can't see it here, but let me switch scene. You can see it here on Dyn Topo. You always have to activate it, and here is like the density of pixels based on, or polygons based on zoom, and then the fact that it's relative detail. Relative detail is like, you zoom, it's going to add more. Zoom out, it's going to add more, but it's going to be relative to your viewpoint and relative to the points over here. That's more or less all you need to know. And then what the tools do, and certain things in like general in 3D, like things you have to consider when you're starting to sculpt. Like, you should never go into detail first and all these things, but that's not really relative to Blender. What if Blender is easy or not? That's just general 3D sculpting rules. Hey, Weeping Jay, how's it going? Hi, Ice Day. Zealin. Yeah, I mean, dwarfs are extremely tropey. But I mean, it doesn't, in the big picture, we're all drawing extremely generic things over and over again, yet we don't mind doing it. But it's just about, I think it's just about like what you do with it. You know, like, what is your take on a dwarf? Everyone draws a goblin, right? Everyone draws an orc. Everyone draws a warrior, but it's down to like how you wanna like represent it, right? Come on. It's nothing bad with I'd say drawing or doing something with a dwarf. I mean, there's a lot of scope to make cool dwarves. It's just a matter of, you know, like, what's your take on it? Are they fully like ironclad, or are they drunk crazies, or you know, wild things? Who knows, right? Or dwarves means they're short, but let's like look at God of War, right? God of War 4, their dwarf, Sindri and um, shit. Anyways, they were dwarves, right? But they were far from generic. So it's all down to, um, you know, oh shit, symmetry. Shit. I need to switch that off later. And there is, for another example, like let's say not dwarves, but cars, right? Everybody loves to draw a car when this comes to industrial design or a space jeep or whatever. There's thousands of them. They're also very tropey and very generic, and there's a lot of shit ones out there. But then there's also a lot of cool ones out there. All down to kind of like what you have in mind. What makes yours special? Hey Amir, how's it going? Shartha, what up? Everyone doing 3D has modeled a car? Most likely, yes. I think that's a cool idea, Zialin. About 12? No, not trolls, but a warrior or old dwarf warrior. Courtesy of Bruno Romanos. He chose that topic, and I'm panicking for all the hair. Um, but it'll be good. We'll make it. I'm fine, thanks. Amir, I was like I mentioned on the stream yesterday. I started testing Unreal Environment 3 hype trailer, and I did a what the fuck? I did a technical test last night, and sadly I can't make it work the way I want to make it work. So I'm gonna try to find another solution to it. How? I'm not sure just yet. We'll see. Zealand. Yeah, so your idea, Zealand, it's a cool idea about taking something, making something extremely generic, and then reversing it, or doing the opposite. You know, like what would be a non-generic dwarf, and then compare the two. It would be a fun exercise, actually. You know, like you know you're going as generic as you can, but still make it good, and then opposite is try really not to do anything generic, but still good. I think that could yield some interesting design solutions. Zealand, yeah. Hey, Gria, how are you? Me, I'm trying to make a dwarf. And I'm gonna try to make something work towards the end of the time, which is switching off symmetry, which I don't really know. It's probably there, and you click the X, I assume. I've never tried it. But I want to add a scar across the mouth. Or the eye. How generic. Diagonally like that. Yep. Oh, look at that scar. He must have been an old warrior. Let me guess. He has a Scottish accent. And he hates elves. And drinks a lot. Bruno Romanos. No need to apologize whatsoever. It's really good fun. Was really cool, like in Norse mythology, dwarves and elves. No, dwarves were not really short in stature, but they were more like where they came from. Same with elves. Elves were more like a race, but they were elves. What was it? Elves came from the soil, like maggots. Dark elves, light elves. Or I guess according to Norse, they were just elves and dark elves. Corrupted by coin. And they were indistinguishable, more or less, from normal gods, right? Or was it giants? Ah, shit, I can't remember. Okay, question is, now, should I be ballsy and make, like, mustache? I mean, it looks kind of cool, but I'm super scared of it. And it kind of looks good as it is now, and I maybe shouldn't go and mess around with it. But is that like the easy way out? Trolls? Yeah, trolls, I love those big old fat noses. But that's also like a big trope, right? Five minutes left. So if I would do symmetry and then switch off symmetry and then switch it back on, I mean, that should work, right? I mean, it would be stupid if it didn't work that way. How about the nose ring? Mm. Do they have nose rings though, or is that a little bit more? I mean, maybe okay. Let's do something. Let's take the idea of a nose ring, but not the nose ring, okay? But let's do it like this. Hat. That looks pretty fucking dope. Oh yeah, let's go to war, boy. That's perfect. Holy shit. I love it. Even though it's broken. That is so good. Holy shit. Holy shit. If I do sub div on this is gonna, yeah, exactly. Hey, how's it going? That's how Tesla truck was born. Start sculpting the helmet. Alright, well let's see. I mean, it's extremely low poly, right? But I can. I can. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, let's go. This is so cool. Man, that is hilarious. I'm destroying the helmet though. Kind of ruining the bucket feel. Yep. I ruined it. That's a lot of undos. Wow. I mean, you need to, like, if I want to keep it, I gotta, you know. Pretty cool, but nah. I would need more time to. Yeah, yeah, whoa. Oh yeah, symmetry. Um, wait. What's happening? I want to sculpt. There we go. Yes, symmetry. Switch off symmetry. Okay, first time trying here. Cheating a little bit with time. All right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Even though it's extremely generic. But that you can pinch like that, that's I kind of like it. And asymmetry too. It's cool. All right. We'll figure that part out. Time is up. Cough, cough. Yeah. So like this is what I'm talking about. You know, like there's a lot of. It looks like there's a lot of crevices, but when you switch to layout, like when you're actually seeing the model, a lot of the things on the face is lost, and on the hair it's lost. So it kind of adds a lot of additional, like, shading, this shader on this material. So it looks like, you know, it's evident when you zoom out, right? You get this extremely high contrast, and you zoom in, and you get none. So it's like you have to remember it's. You can get you get easily fooled. But that's cool. Interesting to finally play with asymmetry. The helmet had so much potential. I really love that simplicity, but I would have need to sculpt and change so much to make it work in that little time I had. The generic scars, yep. But I think it was really good fun. Thank you very much, Bruno, for the topic. I definitely wouldn't have tried sculpting it now unless you prompted me to do it. So I'm excited. I'm happy. Right. Let's find someone to raid. All right. Should I add eyeballs? All right. Let's add. Let's add eyeballs before raiding. Oh, hello, tiny eyeball. Sphere, copy, paste. Zip. Much better, much more real. It looks like Spirit Dude. Yeah. The generic warm-up. You're very late, Cosmoverse. Alright, we're gonna raid Tim Remmers. He's doing some crazy things with overlay and raids and shit. He's getting somewhere. Right. Thanks everyone for coming. Have a fantastic day. Good night if you're that part of the world. See you guys tomorrow morning. We will paint this guy tomorrow. Gonna be fascinating. All right. Outro and then raid. So don't go anywhere. Bye.